What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-fade on my boys, so stay tuned. We started off with our Goat FX, creating our first guideline, contouring to his head shape. Make sure not to press too hard with the trimmers because you could create a harsh line, which is gonna be harder for you to take out later. Now that we're done budding them out, we're gonna move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You wanna make this guideline around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. Now that we're done setting in that guideline, we're gonna slightly close the lever midway and all the way close and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. This guard is going to get us ready for our half guard. Remember to use the lever and its corners to soften up this guideline. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 1 guard, we can move on to our half guard and use its levers and corners to erase the line completely. Now that we're done with the lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. This guideline is going to help us blend into the bulk and also blend into the lower guards using our 1.5 guard. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and leave a super thanks down below or follow the Instagram. Now that we're done using our 1.5 guard, we can move on to our 3 guard all the way open and debulk the parietal ridge. Now we're going to use our previous guard, the 2 guard all the way open, to connect into the 3. When there's a lot of hair and a lot of bulk, you want to make sure you use your comb to feed the hair into the clipper and flick out as much as possible. As you guys can see, I'm using my clipper over comb method to take out the dark spots that I see. Moving on to the back, we already created our first guideline and our second guideline, so we're going to make sure we close the lever midway and all the way close and attack our initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We are right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you spend more time here and detail as much as possible. Remember, we're going to use this same guard and then lever to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. As you guys can see, I'm switching over to my half guard and I'm using its corners and its lever to attack the line completely. Now that we're done with our lower guards, I'm moving on to my two guard all the way open and I'm creating my fourth guideline. I'm also using the comb to feed the hair into the clipper. Remember, we're using this guard to soften up this line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that the line is soft enough, I'm moving on to my 1.5 guard and I'm using its corners and the lever to erase the line completely. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, especially near the occipital bone, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners would definitely help. Now I'm using my clipper over comb method with my horizontal cuts to make sure the fade is as smooth as possible. Here I'm saturating the hair so everything lays down in place. When you saturate the hair, it makes it easier to pick up with the comb, especially when you're using clipper over comb. Remember that when using clipper over comb, your horizontal cuts are to debulk and your vertical cuts are to blend, and you always want to make sure you keep the comb at a certain angle. Now that we're done with our fades, we're gonna go ahead and separate the hairline from the top and go ahead and debulk it with the one guard all the way open. Once we're done debulking the hairline, we can move on to our go to effects and start off in the middle, working our way to the sides. You always want to make sure you go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair is going to shift and you won't line them up properly. Now that we're done with this hairline, we're going to move on to our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel so that the razor could glide better. When you're using the razor, you always want to keep it at a 45-degree angle and stretch your skin as much as possible with your opposite hand. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone, so be very careful. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and leave the super thanks down below or follow the Instagram.